There are some alarming allegations out of York County tonight. A man who was jailed overnight at the York County Jail last year says he was repeatedly tortured by corrections officers with a taser. Good evening, I'm Pat Callahan. The man is now suing the county, the York County Sheriff, and the 3 officers involved. News Center Maine Samantha York has been following the story. Joins us now with the details. Sam, what can you tell us?
Well, Pat, Brian Dunnigan and his attorney filed this civil suit last Friday, and we have been digging into the allegations ever since. In addition to those accusations of torture in his cell, Dunnigan's attorney is questioning whether the officers he's suing were even properly certified and trained to use a taser. Here's a quick look at what we know so far. Wells resident Brian Dunnigan was booked here at the York County Jail for disorderly conduct back in February of 2018. Upon arrival, Dunnigan says he told the corrections officers that he was a type 2 diabetic and insulin dependent, warning them that he would soon need his medication. But Dunnigan's attorney, Ben Donahue, says that request fell on deaf ears.
They told him, stop talking, we've heard enough from you. You're not sick. There's not an emergency here.
Donahue says his client became irritable, which prompted 3 officers to pin his client to the floor and tase him repeatedly in the chest for nearly a minute. On top of that, York County Jail policy states medical care will be given as soon as possible to an inmate who has been tased. But Donahue says that never happened.
So he's left in his cell after he's tased. He can't really move because of the shock. He's defecated on himself, and they just left him in there.
In addition to those injuries, after he was released, Dunnigan underwent surgery for his shoulder, which had been in the process of healing from a previous procedure and was re-injured during the incident at the jail. Dunnigan's attorney says this civil suit isn't just about the money. It's about making sure this doesn't happen to anyone else. And as far as calling the incident torture, he says there's no other word to describe what happened.
When someone has that much voltage running through their body, they can't comply with an officer's command. Its only purpose is to cause pain.
We reached out to the York County Sheriff's Department, the county commissioners, and the county manager for comment on the matter. We were told they would not be commenting on pending litigation. Now,
you mentioned that Dunnigan's attorney is questioning the department's training and certification protocols. Why is that?
So there are a couple reasons. In the suit that was filed, Donahue points out that the company that provides these tasers, it's called Axon, they actually require officers to be recertified annually to be able to use one. The records that Donahue showed me, which he says he received from the York County Jail, indicate the last time this particular officer was trained and certified was back in 2016. He said had the officer been trained properly, he would have known to administer a taser, or not to administer a taser for that long, especially in the chest, because back in 2009, Axon determined that it was not safe for the victim. In fact, they recommend the leg or the groin.
All right, thank you, Sam.